Okay, so I'm gonna try something new. I'm commuting. Now I don't necessarily have the place in my phone or the space in my phone for a whole hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of drive time. But you know what? I think this is the only way we're gonna be able to make this work. Because I have an idea and I get ready and then it's done. So some of it will just be me sitting here not saying anything. Like I'm in traffic right now. Anyway, so I've been doing a lot of thinking this morning though. I know that I'm doing a lot of thinking when I have my audiobook in and I just have to keep reminding myself, listen. Oh yeah, what did he say? Rewind it 10 more seconds. What? Anyways, okay. So I wasn't listening because I'm in my head, because I'm thinking about videos I'm going to create or things I would like to talk about. All right. So one of the things that I've been thinking about is how we have expectations on others based off our own expectations for ourselves. Think about that. The expectations in the way we feel are based off the expectations we have for ourselves, or the expectation of how you're going to appear in front of others. So if you're late and it's not your fault you're late, but one of your kids was taking forever, well, you can get upset at your child for making y'all look bad because you're late, or you can teach them the importance. You know what? I understand. Sometimes you're not going to get to work on time. Sometimes something's going to happen that's going to cause us to be late, and that's okay. But you still want to stress the importance of being on time. But if the only reason you want to be there on time isn't because you actually have like a set appointment, it's just you want everybody else to see that y'all are always perfect, that you're always on time, then you're getting upset at your child because of somebody's expectation or somebody else's view of you that you want them to have. I know that sounds really, I'm going to have to walk through that back in my brain and make it a little more simple for everybody, because something else with my head, and I'm sure maybe this is everybody, I don't know, is, okay, okay, hypocrisy. This is huge for me. If there's one thing, okay, if I had to say one thing that is allowed in this life and that is not allowed, if we could only pick one rule that everybody had to abide by, one rule, I will tell you the rule I would choose, and that is to not be a hypocrite. Whatever you allow yourself to do, whatever sins you commit, you need to allow other people to commit that same sin to you. That's why it's called hypocrisy. You're okay to go and, eat ice cream on the couch, but not the kids, or not those who make a mess. No, it's either for all or nothing. Or show the child that, you know what, when you're 12, and as long as you haven't shown that you've spilled ice cream on the couch, then you can come eat here. I'm sure my parents hate me eating on the couch because I'm 43 and I still will spill. But expecting one thing from others that you expect from yourself but you don't do, yeah, hypocrisy. I mean, that is the one thing I think everyone in this life suffers from at some point or some form. Hypocrisy. The politicians all live hypocrisy, right? They go in with one thing and then they're a hypocrite because now they're taking funds. They've sold out, if you will. Parents are hypocrites because we teach our children one thing, but then we're doing things that they don't understand. Now, granted, there's certain things. I've always said, though, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I have now started to partake in adult stuff, have alcohol every once and again, a margarita every now and again. I'll, do THC gummies. Well, actually, they're Delta 8, so does that really count? Delta 9. Oh, geez, I don't even know how I've gotten into this. Okay, so another thing, I want to put you all to a test, and here's the test. I would like y'all okay, 2 things that I want you to do today, right now. 1, and then leave a comment below. 1, I want to know of one time when you were a child and when you were so proud of yourself. As far back as you can remember, okay? As far back, doesn't matter. You know, but you remember that distinct feeling of how proud you were. And this is why feelings are so important, and why feelings matter. When you can recall the feelings you had at that very precise moment, and that when it flipped, I think you can then come to terms, or you can understand yourself better, and then it's easier to deal with any triggers, or it's easier to get back there, right? Like, so I want to know one time when you were a child and you were so proud of yourself and you thought your parents would be, or whoever, you know, and you went and shared the news and it didn't get the reaction you wanted, you know? I mean, for example, most kids like to get into the flower. All right, mom comes home. You're so excited. You're playing with the flower. You're making this beautiful piece of art, right? Well, the mom comes in and she's like, what the? So she's not proud of you right now. She's very angry because she has to make the mess, clean up the mess. But you, as a 3-year-old, whatever, you were so proud of yourself. But when you saw that decision from your mom or your dad, you saw in a split instant how what you thought was good was not. It was not approved of, right? So you've got to like hone that. But I want you to get back. Okay, one time you knew you were proud as a child, and that you didn't get the expectation you wanted. You were so proud. And the second time in your adult life, or even teenage life, you know, one time you were so proud of yourself and something that you did, and nobody knows about it, or nobody knew about it, right? You didn't have to go tell the world why you were proud, but it was something that you had that same feeling inside. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Because I think it has nothing to do about the achievement. I don't think it has anything to do with the achievement. I'll tell you why right now. Raygun. Okay, Raygun. Raygun. Let me tell you what I saw, okay? I see things very differently than most. I'm going to tell you what I saw in Raygun. Okay. She's up there dancing. Like nobody's watching, but everybody's watching. Her spirit, the fire that she had to not give an F, first of all, but in all reality, to her, she was the best dancer. I mean, she got put into the freaking Olympics, but to her, she was the best dancer out there. She brought her A game. She gave all she had. Yeah, she didn't have the tricks and the whatever of somebody who's been breakdancing in America since they were 2, or somebody who has natural rhythm, but she didn't care. That's what I want, and that's what I want for everybody else, is to have that spirit that shines so brightly that people aren't ridiculing you and saying, oh my gosh, what she was thinking. They're laughing with you like, wow, somebody out there like this exists. And you know what? I wish I could have the chutzpah to win the Olympics for something, and then go to the Olympics and actually perform that in such a way that was so endearing and so serious to herself. But I guarantee you, no matter what this whole craziness is that has, you know, hey, she's viral. Hey, you know, all PR is good PR. But yeah, I can't put into words to describe it. That would be interesting. How would you describe it? Like, that's how we should all live our lives, for us. So I saw her and I got inspired, all right? And I'm like, yes, we need more people like that. She didn't win, but she won. All right? She won. In her heart. She won. And in my heart, she won. I didn't even see any of the other breakdancing stuff. I didn't. So, she won. She won fair and square. And the sooner us as a society says that that's amazing, then those who have that spirit naturally won't be like, oh, shite. They made fun of her. I'm not even half that good, and here I think I can go on stage and try this. We're telling them, no, yeah, people are going to make fun of you, even if you think you're good and you're not. And that's wrong. I mean, that's what's wrong with society today. We need to be okay with people not giving enough, you know. We talk about it all the time with, there's books out there that, you know, how not to give enough, all that stuff, all of them. And, okay, so they teach us how not to do that, right? But here it's plain as day, that's what she's doing. And look at us laughing at her. So really, why do we have to confuse people? I'm 43 and I'm confused every day. You'll read something, you'll hear something of the opposite, and that's why it's so important to think for yourself, y'all. You know, just don't give enough, like Raygun, okay? Raygun, if she could be my best friend, I would have her as my best friend. In fact, Raygun, if you want a best friend, honey, I thought you were amazing. And I didn't even like watch your dance moves. I just watched your face. And I thought it was amazing. And I think more people need that. I think we need more of that. Okay, that's it. Bye.